Hi guys, we're in the ocean for today's story and we're going to read about Nemo. So I'll read and then I'll flip the book around and you can see the pictures. So the story today is called Nemo Night Games. So we're underwater. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Nemo was enjoying the perfect afternoon. He was playing tag with his octopus friend Pearl. The two friends chased each other from sponge bed to sponge bed. "Tagger it," Pearl giggled as she tapped Nemo on the back with one of her 8 tiny tentacles. "Bet you can't catch me." "We'll see about that," Nemo said as Pearl jetted away, kicking up a large cloud of sand. Nemo flipped his fins faster and chased Pearl past the edge of the sponge beds. He was just about to tag her when he spotted something tall and white up ahead. "What is that?" he shouted, pointing at a fin over Pearl's head. "What's what?" Pearl asked. "Come on," Nemo said. "Let's go check it out." Here they are, swimming in the ocean, playing tag. Wow, being underwater is so fun. Nemo swam toward the looming object. It seemed to wave at them in a gentle current. "Wait for me," Pearl called out. Getting closer, Nemo let out an exciting yelp. It was a huge seaweed bed. The bed was a giant maze of green and red seaweed. Some spots were almost too dense to swim through, while others formed small pockets of open space. Pearl and Nemo had never seen it before. Oh my goodness, what a great place to explore. Wow. Whoops. Watch out for that submarine. Ah! Oh, that was close. Wow. "This looks like the perfect place to play hide and seek," Nemo said to Pearl. "Wanna play?" Pearl looked around nervously. The sea had started to turn dark. "Kinda like in here." "I would love to, Nemo, but I think we should head home. It's getting late and both of our dads would be wondering where we are." Looking around, Nemo realized Pearl was right. It was time to go home for the night. When Nemo got back to the sea, Amoni, his anemone, his father, was waiting. Together they had dinner, and Nemo told him all about the afternoon with Pearl and the seaweed bed. "That sounds like a neat place," Marlin told his son, "but now it's time for bed." "Aw, come on, Dad," Nemo protested. "Can't I just stay up a little bit longer?" Marlin shook his head. "Try to get some sleep, son." Wow. Oh, no. Oh, did you see that shark? Ah. Oh, man. Baby shark, do, 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 baby. Oh, my gosh. Crazy song. All right, Nemo settled into bed and closed his eyes. He told himself a long bedtime story. He thought about boring things like math class. He even counted dolphins, but he wasn't sleepy. Finally, Nemo got up and swam to his father. "Dad, I can't fall asleep. I've tried, but I just can't." "So I was thinking." Marlin looked up at his son. "Thinking, you say," he replied, trying not to smile. He had a pretty good idea what his son had been thinking. "What exactly were you thinking, son?" he asked. "I think you and I should go to the seaweed bed now. That way you'll know it's safe and I can go there tomorrow and play with my friends." "I promise when we get back I'll go right to bed. Please," Nemo begged. Marlin looked at his son's hopeful face. Seeing the seaweed bed for himself did seem like a good idea. "All right," he said finally, "let's go take a look at this new find of yours." "Yes!" Nemo shouted, flipping over in excitement. "Let's go!" Oh my goodness, they're going to go exploring in the ocean. Ah, there's a whale. Wow, I think he's chasing that shark. Did you see that? Oh my goodness. As Marlin and Nemo swam through the reef, Nemo realized he was glad to have his father with him. Everything seemed scarier in the dark. Squinting, Nemo looked for the seaweed bed, but in the dark it was nearly impossible to see anything. Son, Marlin began, are you sure this bed is out this far? Nemo nodded. It is, I know it is. I just wish we could see a little bit better. Nemo was just about to give up when he saw a light in the distance. Did you hear that, shark? Oh, it's just Sophie. The speck drew closer and closer, growing brighter and brighter until it lit up the water all around Nemo. In the middle of the light, it was the strangest fish Nemo had ever seen. Oh my gosh, look. It's a weird fish. Oh my goodness. Lumen led Nemo and Marlin to the seaweed bed. Do you want to play a game? She asked. Yeah, Nemo shouted. Can we, Dad, please? Marlin nodded. Just stay out here in the open, he said. I'm going to have a look around. While the kids played, Marlin explored the seaweed bed to make sure it was safe. Behind him, he could hear his son counting down from 100. Don't peek, Marlin heard Lumen shout as she swam off to find a good hiding place. She's swimming away. Swimming away. Marlin pushed through the maze of thick green and red strands, swimming farther and farther into the seaweed bed. Suddenly he realized how dark and quiet it had become. He could no longer hear Nemo or Lumen's light. Marlin spun around. He had no idea where he was. All he could see was seaweed. He was lost. Ah! Nemo, he shouted. Nemo, where are you? But there was no answer. Flipping his fins, Marlin tried to find his way out. Just when he was beginning to think he would be stuck in the seaweed bed forever, Marlin shouted, Spotted! He spotted! A faint light in the distance. Nemo, he called, swimming toward it. Is that you? Following the light, Marlin made his way through the seaweed. The strands grew farther apart until finally he hit the open water. There, right where he'd left them, were Nemo and Lauren. Lumen. Nemo and Lumen. He finally found them. That's good. Marlin let out a sigh of relief. Dad, Nemo said excitedly, there you are. We didn't know where you'd gone. Don't you know better than to go swimming off by yourself in the dark? Dad should know better. Oh my goodness. I'm glad they found him though. Marlin smiled. I guess I should have followed my own advice. Nemo gave Marlin a hug. I'm just glad we found you, Dad. Together the two said goodnight to Lumen. As they swam home, Marlin let out a big yawn. Nemo looked at his father. When we get home, I think you should go right to bed, Dad, Nemo said with a teasing look in his eye. You've had more than enough adventure for one day. And off they go to bed. Oh my goodness. Well, I think we should sing a fish song. We'll do a counting fish song. 1 little, 2 little fish, fishies. 4 little, 5 little, 6 little fishies. 7 little, 8 little, 9 little fishies. 10 little fishies swim. Do it again. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little fishies. 4 little, 5 little, 6 little fishies. 7 little, 8 little, 9 little fishies. 10 little fishies swim. Alright, they're gonna swim faster. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little fishies. 4 little, 5, 6 little fishies. 7 little, 8 little, 9 little fishies. 10 little fishies swim. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little fishies. 4 little, 5 little, 6 little fishies. 7 little, 8 little, 9 little fishies. 10 little fishies swim. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little fishies. 4 little, 5 little, 6 little fishies. 7 little, 8 little, 9 little fishies. 10 little fishies swim. I forgot to show you. We have a visitor too. I don't know if I'll be able to see her today. She is there though. Say bye, Sophie. See you tomorrow. She's our big dogfish. All right. Bye-bye. See you next time.